Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Hafiza binti Osman. My matric number 1833030.
My name is Nur Najiha binti Abdul Basir. My matric number is 1833051.
We will present about customer due diligence. Intro and background CDD. A reporting situation Act A1467. Should not be open or operate any anonymous account or any account which is fictitious, false or incorrect name. A reporting situation should undertake customer due diligence measure in all or any of the circumstances. Okay, next. CDD have 4 categories: banking and deposit taking institution, insurance and takaful, money services business, and non-bank issuer of designated payment instrument and designated Islamic payment instrument. Okay, next. When CDD is required, first, establishing a business relations, any subsection of money laundering and terrorism financing, regardless of amount, and any doubt about the veracity or adequacy of previously obtained information. Okay, next. What is required? Apa yang diperlukan CDD ni? Identify the customer and verify the customer as identity using reliable, independent, any document, data and information. That any person acting on behalf of the customer is authorized, identify and vary the identify of the person. Identify the beneficial owner and take reasonable measure to verify the identify of the beneficial owner using the relevant information. Understand and obtain information on the purpose and intended nature of the business relationship. Apa yang diperlukan CDD ni? Kena pasti pelanggan dan sahkan aktiviti pelanggan. Sahkan bahawa mana yang bertindak bagi pihak pelanggan diberi kuasa. Kena pasti pemilik beneficial tu and ambil langkah yang munasabah. And last, memahami dan memperoleh maklumat mengenai tujuan hubungan perniagaan itu. Okay, next. Verification CDD. Reporting situation must be right and be satisfied. Reporting situation should determine the extent of verification method. Reporting situation must be satisfied with the veracity of the information. Reporting situation should verify and identify of the customer of beneficial owner before. Reporting institutions are not required to conduct verification or insurance policy or takaful certificate owner sold via any banking institution if it satisfied that prior verification has been conducted by the banking institution takaful. Okay, standard CDD measure. Full name, IC number, residential and mailing address, date of birth, nationality, occupation type, name of employer, nature of self-employment, nature of business, contact number and purpose. Okay, next. Legal person or legal arrangement, first name, legal form and proof of existence or any other reliable reference or to verify the identity of the customer. The power to regulate and bind the customer. The address of the register office. Beneficiary. Beneficiary, full name, IC number, date birth, and address. Okay, next. Group customer. Group customer yang perlukan reporting situation. Reporting situation to identify and verify the customer. Example, certificate owner at the point of sale. Second, reporting situation are required to establish the necessary mechanism to identify the beneficiaries. Example, insured members of group policy or group takaful certificate at the point of sale. Club, society and charity. For customers that are club, society or charity, reporting the situation shall conduct CDD and require them to finish the relevant identification document, including certificate of registration and other concerted document. Okay. Bagi pelanggan yang merupakan kelab, pertubuhan atau pelapor amal hendaklah menjalankan CDD ini dan menghendaki mereka memberikan dokumen pengenalan yang berkaitan termasuk sijil pendaftaran. Okay, next. Private banking. Private banking reporting institutions are required to conduct CDD in accordance with access level on money laundering and terrorism financing risk of private banking customer. Institusi pelapor diminta untuk melakukan CDD sesuai dengan risiko money laundering and terrorism financing pelanggan perbankan swasta. Okay. Okay, next.
Okay, next is credit cards. Reporting institutions are required to conduct appropriate CDD under supplementary card holders associated with the personal card account or employees holding corporate cards. These credit cards are for the purpose of identification and verification. Okay, next is custody or safe deposit box service. Reporting institutions are required to be aware of the associated risks arising out of the use of custody or safe deposit box services by its account holders and non-account holders. So CDD must take steps to measure for custody or safe deposit box services must be conducted on non-account holders intended to obtain the services. Okay, next is reinsurance or takaful arrangement. Under a reinsurance or takaful arrangement, reporting institutions are required to verification only on the ceding company and not on the ceding company for customers. First is verification is not required where the ceding company is licensed under the FSA, takaful operator license under IFSA, licensed entities under the Labuan Financial Services and Securities Act 2010 or Labuan Financial Services and Securities Act 2010. Second is reinsurance or takaful operators are required to take necessary steps to verify that the ceding company is authorized to carry on insurance or takaful business in its home jurisdiction, which enforce anti-money laundering standards equivalent to those in the AMLA. Okay, next is non-bank issuers of credit card and charge card. Oh. Okay. where applicable. In addition to primary card holders, reporting institutions are required to conduct CDD on the supplementary or corporate card holders, which is secondary person. If this happens, reporting institutions need to identify and verify the owner of the card holders. Okay, next is simplified CDD. Reporting institution may conduct simplified CDD where money laundering risks are assessed to be low, except where there are instances of higher risk of or suspicion of money laundering. Okay. Okay, so for simplified CDD, reporting institutions are required to obtain the following information. The information from the customer. First, their full name. Second, IC number or passport number or any reference number. Third is residential or mailing address. Fourth is date of birth. And fifth is nationality. Okay, next is delay verification. Okay, in certain circumstances where the money laundering risks are assessed as low and verification is not possible at the point of establishing the business relationship, the reporting institution may complete verification after the establishment of the business relationship to allow some flexibilities for its customer to furnish the relevant documents. Where delay verification applies, the following condition must be satisfied. First, this occurs as soon as reasonably practicable. Second, the delay is essential so as not to interrupt the reporting institution's normal conduct of business. Third is the money laundering risks are effectively managed. And the last one is there is no suspicion of money laundering. Okay, next delay verification for takaful. The delay verification of the customers, beneficial owners, and beneficiaries must take place latest at the time of payout. Therefore, the reporting institutions may apply delay verification where first, simplified CDD measure apply. Second, insurance policy or takaful certificate so with insurance premiums or takaful contribution of below 5,000 ringgit per annum or below 10,000 ringgit for any single premium or takaful contribution insurance policy or takaful certificate. So, the aggregate premium or takaful contribution size of multiple policies per customer must be taken into consideration. Okay, next is specific CDD, which is CDD on money changing business and also currency business or CDD on wire transfer. Okay, for CDD on money changing business and also currency business, the transaction involving an amount between 3,000 to 10,000 ringgit only. But if the amount 10,000 and above, the reporting institution shall conduct CDD measure for customer. And for CDD on wire transfer, the amount below 3,000 ringgit. But if the amount 10,000, if the amount 3,000 and above, the reporting institution shall conduct CDD measure for customer. So, reporting information need the following information. First, full name. Second, IC number or passport number or reference number. Third, residential or mailing address. Fourth, date of birth. Fifth, nationality. And last one is purpose of transaction. So next, specific CDD for non-bank issuer of e-money. Reporting institution may conduct simplified CDD for e-money account limits between 3,000 ringgit and 4,099 ringgit, 4,999 ringgit when all the following conditions are met A, the monthly transaction is below 5,000 ringgit. B, the annual transaction is below 60,000 ringgit. C, the account is used for payments of goods or services within Malaysia only. And the last one is the account is used for the domestic wire transfer where the account limit is below 3,000 ringgit. Okay, next CDD on e-money. Reporting institutions are subject to standard CDD measure when any of the following conditions are met. The account limit is equivalent to 5,000 ringgit and above. The monthly transaction is equivalent to 5,000 ringgit and above. The annual transaction is equivalent to 60,000 ringgit and above. And the last one is the account is for payments of goods or services outside Malaysia. Okay, next is enhanced CDD. Reporting institutions are required to perform enhanced CDD where the money laundering risk assessed as high risk, and enhanced CDD shall include at least the following. A. Obtaining CDD information. B. Obtaining additional information on the customer and beneficial owner such as volume of assets and other information from public database. C is inquiring on the sources of wealth or source of funds. And the last one is obtaining approval from the senior management of the reporting institution before establishing, which means continuing for existing customer such business relationship with the customer. Okay, for failure to satisfactorily complete CDD, the reporting institution shall not open the account, commence business relation, or perform any transaction in relation to a potential customer, or shall terminate business relation in the case of an existing customer. B, the reporting institution must consider logging a suspicious transaction report. Okay, and the last one is CDD and tipping off. In case where the reporting institution forms a suspicion of money laundering and reasonably believe that performing the CDD process will tip off the customer, the reporting institution is permitted not to pursue the CDD process, document the basis for not completing the CDD, and immediately file a suspicious transaction report. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.